Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. It's earlier in the morning than usual, than I usually record. I haven't taken my medicine yet. Give me a second. It's just a Propecia. That's all. To prevent baldness. Give me a second. Okay, just let me double check if I'm recording. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. So, when we last left off, we founded a new base and we've started leveling the place off, but I wanted to build with deep slate. Yeah. And I don't have any deep slate because I've just moved, and obviously I can't carry everything from my previous base. So I'm gonna have to mine for them. So let's do it then. We're gonna have to go deep, and we're gonna have to find some place deep to start with and then mine from there. So this will be both about exploration and mining. Just gonna leave behind stuff that I don't need to maximize the space I have. Right? So let's see. Yeah, I think Diamond X, I probably don't need that. So I think this should be enough. Let's go then. Where's the way down again? I think it should be here. No it's not. It would be horrible if I were to die here. What's the way down again? Oh my. So it hasn't been long and I've already forgotten. Should be here. Okay. There we are. Gotta really fix that. I've got a quick solution to that. There. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna find the lowest cave, then start mining from there. Of course, there's these two, which I'm gonna need. Because I envision I'm probably gonna need a lot of torches. Okay, let's scout around. There's these caves up here, but are they caves down here? I can always scout around much further, right? It doesn't, like, my mine doesn't have to be like at the bottom of my mountain. Okay, this looks promising. There's water here, not ideal. So maybe you can start from up here. Whoa. How did he get me? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I hear a familiar voice. Okay. Alright, so this leads down to an opening here. Have I been here before? Okay. Alright, so the caves are not as promising as I hoped. So maybe I should find another cave first. I mean, right now, I'm not in a rush, so I can just scout around for the best location to start a new mine, right? It doesn't have to be here. It can be in other mountains. Either that or I just start digging down from here, right? So, I was here. So, I think I'm going to check out the other mountain. See what it offers. It's not far, so it's not too bad. I mean, the caves in my first base, right, were much further away, right? And I didn't mind taking a horse there. This place is just filled with gravel. Man, I can tell you, probably have a lot of flint. Look at that. Wow. So I found myself some riches. If nothing else, I have no end of smelting fuel. Okay, nothing much going on here. Yeah, I'd love to. Is there another village? I think there's two villages nearby my base now. I'd love for there to be a huge cave near my base, but it seems that this time, you know, we don't have that. This is nothing special. Sun's going down, still haven't found a cave. I'd love to be in a cave, you know, when the sun is down. Seems that this mountain is even worse. So for now, I guess I should be digging down at my mountain. Damn it. Would love to tame you, but now's not the time. Okay, we dig down from the lowest cave then. That's the best way to do things. gotta return to base first. I don't think I've put any lighting in my base, so I think there might be mobs there though. Silly me. Yeah, I should probably do this until I build over it. Yeah, we'll be needing all of this. That's a lot of coal. Okay, let's sleep first. Alright, now I think we can start digging. I mean, I could scout further out. Like maybe over there or there, right? Like it's like what I did the last time, right? It's not like the caves were handed to me. I had to find it first. So maybe even over there, right? Any caves over here? Huge openings anywhere? So not really. Not over here, but I think my next destination will be over here. Would be these areas. I can at least find, I can actually see like 3 openings over here, so I'm just going to check that out. Okay, with any luck, I'll be gone for many days. It's day 249, and I'm in a frontier region. Although everywhere is a frontier except my spawn region, it seems. Even my spawn region will be considered a frontier since it's not entirely civilized. You know, it's only a tiny pocket of civilization there. Okay, let's check this one out first. Oh, it looks promising. It's right next to a portal too. Okay, this could be it. Oh. Okay, and what about here? It's next to a village. Okay, this is not as deep. So nothing much going on here. It's more like a ravine than anything. This here is a proper cave. Proper cave system. So I think this could be next. This could be where I'm heading. No chest? Oh, there you are. Okay, I'll come back for this next time. It's not urgent. Okay, this next area. What is this? Whoa. Okay, I like this. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, I'm gonna need a water elevator and I did not bring my water bucket. Damn it. Well, guess that's where all of these things come in. You know, I wish they would allow us to build water buckets out of wood. Shit, I did not bring my axe. Okay, well, time to punch trees again. This will do. Okay, iron ingot first. 3, just nice. Okay, good. I'll just leave the rest of this stuff here. Okay, actually, nah, I'm fine without wood. I think that's okay. Where was it again? Oh, here. Okay, so where should we put our water elevator? I think right here. I think we should start from here. Things that there's no straight way down. Maybe here, right? I'm gonna get another bucket of water just in case. Let's see where this leads. Holy cow, this place goes deep. Oh, hi. Okay, the monsters are already on to me. Okay, gotta flag off the entire area. Okay. Alright, first things first, I gotta contain this overflow. So I'll just take the tuff here, try to contain it. Okay, this place is dry now. That's great. Alright, so that's great, yeah. Okay. Now this is level -7. So it's it's not exactly the level you find diamonds, but I'm not here for diamonds. I'm here for deep slate. But I'm just gonna explore the scene. See what I can find. Oh, this place is really haphazard. Can even go lower over here. Wonder if there's gonna be deep dark here. Interesting. Nothing much going on here, it seems. Ooh, this leads off to another cave. It's a whole cave complex here. Lots of things to mine. Oh, this is endless. Okay, I'm thinking I should be heading lower though. So I just go retrace my steps and then go down to that lower area I found. But yeah, this is the perfect place for me to mine whatever I want, deep slate included. Alright, so so this is where I started, so mark it off, and the area I want to go to is down here. If I can find a way to safely go down. That's not safe. Okay. Oh wow, this place. Looks like I'm going to have to just build my way down. Okay, this is working out. Okay, gotta retrieve my arrows. Yeah, you just stay there. Okay, so now we are down at level -17. many ways down, it seems. This is one way. Okay, I'll hit down here. Oh, looks like it's leveling off. Negative 25. That's really close to bedrock. Like just 40 blocks down, and we are heading deeper. Interesting. Dead end. Okay. I wish caves can go deeper though. Yeah. I wish mountains can go higher and caves can go deeper. That's what I wish. Okay, so I'm back to the start. These caves though, they are very wet. What's that? Oh wow, it goes all the way down and I can really see diamonds there. It's already a water elevator prepared for me. Just gonna build towards it. You know, stalactites. I'm always scared of the stalactites, you know. Just gonna destroy some of them here. Okay, look at this. Amazing. I'm taking them. Any others? Nope. Okay, but this goes deeper, probably all the way to bedrock. Probably. Ouch. Okay, that wasn't very safe. Ooh, more diamonds. Oh, this place is already promising. Oh my god, look at how much diamonds I'm getting here. Okay, there's nothing else. Let's go. I'm like just 15 blocks or something from the bedrock. More diamonds. Nice. Okay. Oh, nice. Although, okay, well, I'll fix it. Okay. Okay, seems that the diamonds they don't come in huge veins here. A surprising lack of deep dark though. I mean that can be a good thing. I guess there will be no ancient cities here, as far as I know. There aren't any mobs either, not even mobs. Ooh, diamonds, more diamonds, nice. Okay, we'll get it. So it will be just one block. Oh, nice. Okay, come on, give me more. Nope, nothing here. Look at that, 18 diamonds already. Nothing much going on here. Okay, these are all dead ends, so I think, yeah, we won't be going any deeper. And there's no ancient cities anywhere. I'll work with what I have. All of this goes nowhere. That's fine. Like, life doesn't have to be dramatic all the time, right? So I think this should be okay. So what I can do right now is that I can strip mine while at the same time try to find any other valuables, right? But first I need to find my entrance first. Where did I enter again? I hope I don't get lost. Have I been here before? No, actually not. Let's go head down here, check things out. Okay, like this is I think the lowest level right now. It's like I'm literally like just 10 blocks or something away from the bedrock. This area goes even lower. I've been here before. Okay. Yeah, I've been here before. But I love to mine close to the entrance and exit. Damn, so where did I come from again? Crap. Okay, so I'm hopelessly lost right now. Shit. Okay, that wasn't healthy. Could have been disastrous. Definitely not here. When have there ever been any lava lakes? Okay. Okay, I think I dropped down from above, right? Yeah, so I was here. Okay, so let's see. No, I don't think I was here. Was I out there? Okay, no, I've never explored this place even. Going around in circles, I think. Crap. How on earth did I end up in this situation? Okay, hold on, I think I got it. Nope, nope, not at all. Everything kind of looks the same. Okay, I remember this. I made this before. So was I from around here? I remember making this, yeah, to block the lava. So okay, I think I got it. Nope. Oh man, one of these days I really should learn to make breadcrumbs and stuff, and not with torches, because I'm gonna put torches everywhere. Okay, I remember I came from somewhere around here. Right? Yeah, I think this is it. Nope. Okay, somewhere around here, right? I remember this area. Okay, so I came upon this area, I found diamond here, I mined it, and now how do I retrace my steps? This is a dead end, yeah. Okay, so I think I was here. Like I can't think of any other way I could have came from. Right? Yeah, I mined this, and yeah, so I really must have come from here. Somewhere here. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so the water is here. I guess I'll just start mining from here. I have to stymie the flow of this thing though. It's really annoying. There. Okay. So I must have come down from there. So I'll mine here. Where should I put my deep mine? Okay, first of all, you can hear skeletons. You have to really light up the whole area. Okay. So I think here this would be the perfect area. So I'll just drill down to bedrock. It won't take very long. I'm just going to use the corkscrew method again, starting from here. At the same time, I'll be mining the deep slate that I so wanted. I should really start putting up signs. There we are. Okay, so we start strip mining from here. I've already got almost 3 stacks of deep slate. If only this mining pig is more efficient. So, while we are strip mining, let's talk about something else. Right? I hear lava. Hope I don't hit the lava. Shit. Okay, gotta cover that up. Okay, hold on. Still going. So I've already put 3 blocks and it was still going. Very interesting. Ow, 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 damn. Fuck. There. Okay. But I'm afraid that if I continue mining here, there'll be more lava. Okay, we'll see. It's just lava just above me, but I think I should be okay now. Okay, so let's talk about something else. Right? What can we talk about? Besides what we talked about before. I don't know. My job, I guess. So I work as a professional tutor. And basically I teach students outside of school and I tutor them on subjects, right, that they're having trouble with. Crap. Okay, gotta stop that. Okay, yeah, this tunnel is not viable. Yeah, so I tutor students on subjects that they are weak at or that they just want help at. They don't have to be weak in the subject, right? And they either do it willingly or unwillingly, it doesn't matter. It's their parents who decide things for them, right? So the trick is to get them to learn no matter what. That's the tough part. And throughout the course of my career, I find that, forcing them is it's a solution, but it's not the best solution. You have to make them want it. But it's very difficult. And I don't blame tutors or teachers who sort of kind of force them to learn, because sometimes it just takes too long for them to kind of develop an interest in it, if they ever will, right? But in the early stages of my career, I mean, if the students are willing, then I just teach them. If not, then in the early stages of my career, I tend to be tough on them, right? I tend to be very serious. I'll tell them, you have to know all these things. It's what every adults know, right? It's very basic general knowledge that you have to learn, right? And then it's the usual stuff that most people say, that you need good education to succeed. For me, I'll say that good education gives you a higher chance of succeeding, which is true, right? I don't lie to my students. Right, just that I tend to be very serious, and when the students they err in their ways, or they got lazy or whatever, I tend to be harsh towards them. But as I grow in my career, I discovered that I mean, that's not the way. That's not the most optimal solution. Because they'll just become more and more unwilling. And then the ways of the past just makes things worse, right? In the past, teachers would are free to use violence and things like that. And yeah, for the first couple of years, right? I mean, that's where I come from. That's where I learned from. And for a while, I subscribed to that belief, but I quickly find that no, right? I mean, in the end, even as a child, I don't like that treatment. So why should I treat my students that way? I quickly discovered that there are better ways of doing things, and it started with this one student I have who is completely unwilling and who is extremely naughty and disruptive. So I found a different method. I won't hit him. His parents are doing a mighty fine job of doing that. I learned from him that his parents were quite abusive, assuming he's not lying, right? Like, they'll lock him in his in a storeroom for I don't know how long and everything, right? They'll beat him and stuff. So I came up with the most radical solution ever, right? I don't beat him, of course. I mean, his parents even hired tutors who beat him. So I just refuse to do that. I mean, hitting him is not going to achieve anything. He's already been beaten so much, right? And it's not changing anything. So I just went with something that he can't say is unpleasant, right? Basically, I went with the tickle monster. If he decides to be naughty, or if he decides to be disruptive, right? Basically, I just play along with that. He wants to be disruptive, okay, I'll be disruptive with him. So I'll just tickle him, right? And then he really can't stand that. He can't say he's in pain, and it's a bit unpleasant, right? But it's also fun at the same time. and that worked with a lot of students. Some students even liked it. You know, they liked it, but at the same time, they if it goes on for too long, it's like they can't stand it either. So it's it can't even be called a punishment. So it's really funny. Yeah, so that's my secret weapon. Which is kind of stupid, because like no other tutor would think to do this. But yeah, I mean, with good students, with well-behaving students, of course I'll never do that. There's no need to. But yeah. Anyway, so that first student whom I invented the tickle monster treatment, right, went on to do well, to the point where he became really jaded, right, because he's already mastered everything and he felt that it's not learning anymore in tuition, but his parents kept insisting on keeping him with me, right, because of good results, right. So it's like he became really jaded and he got really bored of lessons because he's like, he already knows everything, right. Anyway, yeah, he got so good that he went from being a student who barely passes to one who won awards and such. So yeah, I kept doing that. Of course, I only tickle boys, I wouldn't tickle girls. So I don't know. It's a guy thing, When I was young, I remember, boys, they like to tickle each other for some reason. Like my fellow students, when they play around, they love to tickle each other, just disturb each other like that. So I guess it's an extension of that. Okay, wow, I'm having zero luck with diamonds, but say I'm getting all the deep slates I want. Okay, I'm nearly full, so it's nearly time to head outwards. I don't know why it's with strip mining, but it's usually not very successful. It's also very equipment intensive in that you use your equipment a lot, and yet, just as I was about to say, right? Oh wow. Okay, well, guess I got rewarded for my patience, huh? Okay, that's more diamonds. Yeah, but strip mining is more intensive. Doesn't change that. Yeah, you have to dig more materials to gain just a little diamonds and whatever you're digging. But yeah, anyway, my career, so I've been so successful that I've been recommended many times to other clients without, and I didn't go through the agency. But for some reason, it's as if I'm cursed or something. Like half the time, right, with recommendations, things don't work out. I don't know why. Like maybe they have expectations of me that I'm some miracle worker or something. And when they discover that I'm not a miracle worker, they just, cancel out on me. Okay, I think that's it for this tunnel. I'm full. But yeah, for some reason, with recommendations, yeah, tend to not do well. Right, like, or maybe only half the time. Yesterday felt good because it's one of those times when it did well, when usually the case is that with recommendations I don't do well. Right, I'm just going to put this here. Okay, just to mark out. Okay, just gonna put 2 here. Nah, that's fine, just like this will do. Okay, I tend to put my torch on the left hand side. Yeah, so I think this will do. Yeah, so nowadays I've settled down on a routine. I've settled down on a kind of a modus operandi. Wow, what's with the drowns? Okay, time to head back up. If I know how to do that. Here, right? Okay. Okay, hold on. Why is it so difficult? I can see the sun from here. Okay, so where's my water elevator? I don't think this is mine. Because I remember I made my own, right? Okay, that's weird. This is not my water elevator. Okay, is it this one? Wait, it did take me down. Okay, I think this is mine. Alright, yeah, it just wasn't obvious, that's all. Here we are, back to the surface. Oh man, it feels good. Oh, if he isn't the trader and he doesn't have his llamas, what's going on? Okay, so as usual, he's trading for things that are, oh my god, yeah, so yeah, his trade is trash again. He doesn't even level up. Okay, see you around. Time to return to base. Yeah, but anyway, these days, right, I've settled into this routine where I just try not to, because in the beginning, yeah, I was very impatient also, you know, when I was teaching kids. You know, I mean, I was new and yeah, so I was impatient and I quickly, but deep down I understood that with kids, you know, things that are common sense to us aren't common sense to them. They are new to the world. So I was impatient at first, but I tried to quickly develop a patience for them. I mean, owing to this fact. So yeah, I guess knowledge, being enlightened, being ignorant is the root of all evil, and I guess this is one example of it. In that, had I not realized this fact that you know, kids, you know, it's just that they are new to the world, so of course, you know, they'll have difficulty learning things that we find are common sense, right? So at first I was impatient, yes, but I made it a point to try to be more patient with them, and it takes time to develop. It does, right? Because some of them, they intentionally try to push buttons and such. You know, some kids are like that. But eventually, you know, I develop a patience for them. Okay. Oh wow, I have more than one stack of diamonds now. Now it just remains for me to create an enchanting table if I need it. Anyway, I'm gonna need another box. But yeah, over the years, I became more patient with them. Right? Although, yeah, I admit it takes time. I'm not a saint, you know. So it took me some time, but I'm more patient with them than ever, I think. So yeah, in the beginning, yeah, I was very impatient. I get angry, especially when they intentionally push my buttons, like they misbehave or they try to disrupt the class and everything. And yeah, it's those, right? And I tend to get impatient when they don't get things. I was especially impatient when I know that they are not putting in effort, or that I know that they are getting lazy, that they kind of like they don't listen to my advice on revising alone on their own as well, other than learning in tuition. But yeah, over time, right? Yeah, this is the sort of thing that takes years to grow, right? To develop, right? Over time, I'm going to need. Okay, how do I make a stone cutter again? Stone. Okay, good. I've got plenty. But yeah, over time I develop enough patience such that yeah, I don't get impatient with students who are genuinely lost, right? Shall I say? Who are genuinely lost, who just yeah. So that's the first step, right? With patients who aren't deserving of anger, right? Yeah, don't get angry towards them. You know, they're trying to learn. They're just new to the world. Common sense things don't make sense to them, right? They need to learn it. So that's fine, right? That's my principle, right? With students who genuinely are just lost. Oh my god, I can't do anything with the deep slate. Ugh. Okay, it has to be cobbled deep slate. Oh my god. Ugh. Are you kidding me? You're joking. I don't know, can I smelt that? Can I use stone to make a furnace? No. Okay, I just realized something with my my fortune pickaxe. It's creating problems for me. I can't use stone the way I use cobblestone, and I can't use deep slate the way I use cobbled deep slate. Arc. This is painful. Okay, so this means I'm going to need 3 pickaxes. This is for mining ores to get the most out of them. You know, diamond ores, iron ores, whatever. To get the most out of them. This is for obtaining stone and deep slate as they are, without being cobbled. So now I need a 3rd pickaxe for obtaining cobblestones and cobbled deep slate. These are useless. I don't know what to do with them now. I don't want to individually break them down again. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, I saw a portal earlier. I'm going to have to harvest it, right, to make my enchanting table. Okay, anyway, yeah, so with students with behavioral problems, okay, so students with no behavioral problems, right? I'd be patient with them, I'd be nice to them, I won't do anything to them, I won't scold them these days, right? That took time to develop, but it was easier with them, you know. even back then I know that I shouldn't be treating them harshly. They don't deserve the treatment. It's with the troubled kids, the kids with disruptive behavior and such, that I had trouble with the most, right? And that took years of on-job training. I'll just call it that, OJT, on-job training, for me to develop a kind of patience towards them, and to develop techniques to deal with them. Like I said, the ticker monster, right? Just gonna use this because it's more efficient. The ticker monster, right? And for developing patience with them. Yeah, it's much faster. Ooh, that scared me. Okay, yeah, so for that took years, right? For me to develop a method of dealing with them, for me to develop the patience to not just get angry, right? Okay. Okay, that should be enough. 12 is more than enough. Alright, let's get back to base. Anyway, yeah, that took years of development. So now for the troubled kids, for now, right, I don't immediately kind of like, I don't immediately get tough on them, right? And of course, there's the other way of dealing with them, right? The tickle monster technique, right? Although for girls, since I can't do the tickle monster, I don't know, at least girls, usually they tend to be well behaved. Although recently there was a case when, I don't know, there's one who keeps pushing it, like out, like she would test my authority, she would like question my teaching ability, she would question my knowledge of the subject, right? Which is not what you do to anyone, not even other students, right? And I tried to answer questions as to why, for example, I'm using the answer sheet. Like, I got to mark as quickly as possible in order not to waste time. I answered it once, I answered it twice, I think, and third time she's still questioning my my understanding of the subject and everything. So that's when I got tough on her, and that was when that was one of those times when things did not work out with the client. The parent did not like that I was tough on her, and that resulted in the cancellation of my deal with her, right? 4, right? 4 and a book and 2 diamonds. So yeah, I wasn't even how do I put it? I wasn't even that tough on her. I was just telling her, I was just making it very clear to her that what she was saying was, you know, really wrong. Like I was saying, like you know, like I have a job and she has to learn, and that we are both not the same, right? That's what I say. That if she thinks that we are both the same, we are not, right? That's what I say. And I don't mean that in a way that is, how do I put this, that's condescending. It's just I'm emphasizing that as a teacher, I have different priorities. I'm not there to prove myself. I'm not there. I'm not there to learn, right? So I'm there to teach, and I'm there to work as fast as I can, right? Therefore, I use the answer sheet, even though I know everything, right? But of course, you know, some parents, they're overprotective. I need lapis lazuli. Oh my god, I need lapis lazuli. Oh, okay. I'm taking a lot of things for granted here. I need lapis lazuli. I'm gonna have to go back down. But yeah, so with that one girl, you know, I wasn't even being that tough on her. I was just telling her sternly, you know, that about all these things, right? But yeah, for that it was a two-person class, right? The client wanted me to teach two of her kids, both of her kids, right? I think one of them is a cousin to the other. They are not siblings, right? Both of them were disruptive. Both of them were disruptive, and the shit thing is, the really shit thing, the really terrible thing is that for some reason the parents think it best, right, to make the environment as noisy as possible. They allow the other kids, there's 4 kids I think, the other 2 kids to watch television in the room, in the same room as I was teaching. And they allow them to just play and everything, create loud noises, and to distract the kids I was teaching as well, right? So it's kind of really stupid, you know, in that way. Okay, I really gotta remove these spikes, because I'm really afraid I might land on them and then I'll die. Oh, damn it. Okay, that's much safer now. I'm even gonna remove this one. Okay, so at what level do I find lapis lazuli again? I guess I'll go down until I see some then. That's one way of doing things. But it has to be lower down, I think. Okay, this has to be removed as well. Yeah, I'm removing any of these that are close. They are really close to me. I'm not seeing anything. I think I need to go down lower. -7. I'm gonna explore around this. This is it. Okay. Why are they just floating around like that? It's very disconcerting. Okay, I need to do this right. We'll need some blocks first. Shit, I lost some. Okay, I got a lot though. Just gonna go down. I think yeah, this is where I can head down. Okay, actually this is enough for a while, right? I don't think I'll be enchanting a lot of things, so I don't have to look for more, really. I'm just gonna explore a little more, that's all. Anyway, so yeah. The way I teach, I try to teach some of the more, how do I put this, intangible things as well. It's not just a knowledge transfer. It's about, good education is about values as well. And one of them, right, basically, you do not test people. Especially people, especially people who are genuinely trying to help, who are trying to help, who have no ulterior purpose, ulterior motives, right? I'm just there to teach. Of course, I make money, but I've got to eat too. It's not even the most lucrative. If you want to talk by pure earning power, it's not even the most lucrative so-called occupation. So that's the thing, right? But of course, I think not all parents, they understand that. Okay, I'm finding a lot. This is good. I don't have to kind of like strip mine for them. Ooh, look at that. That was a lot. Look at that. There's so much. Oh my god. Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing about having a Fortune 3 pick. I wonder if I can go up to Fortune 4 or something, So yeah, that client whom I was recommended to, yeah, provided the worst possible learning environment. Ooh, slime. Okay, this cave goes on forever. Ah, there, more. Basically, so yeah, that kid did not even receive the worst of it. No, I was just being stern towards her. I was teaching her a very, very important social skill, in that you do not just put people in a bad position, in a spotlight like that. out of the blue for no reason, right? For doing their job, right? If you were to do that in the workplace, you immediately question someone's competence. You know, you immediately question someone's competence for them following a standard procedure, right? Things aren't going to end well for you, right? So that was what I was trying to teach, and I wasn't even doing it sternly at first, right? I understand. Sometimes they don't understand, right? But when it happens 2 or 3 times, then we have a problem. Like 3 times, right? I only got stern towards her the 3rd time. Anyway, there aren't many students who requires a tough hand, a firm hand, right? There's another one who basically just completely does not learn at all. You know, I can point out a mistake to him 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times, and he'll just keep making the same mistakes over and over again. He's the quiet type, and it's usually the quiet type who are the most so-called dangerous. In this case, in terms of how do I put this? In terms of he's dangerous to himself, right? In this case, right? Because he's quiet, he doesn't tell me what he's confused about. He doesn't tell me what he doesn't know, and he's certainly very quiet if he's when it comes to his own shortcomings. So yeah, it's the quiet ones who are the most destructive, and they are destructive to themselves, right? So my guess is that he has no interest in something. And the thing is that when he hands out his homework, the answer will be exactly almost the same as the answer sheet's answer, with maybe 1 or 2 words changed. So yeah, the quiet ones, they are always the ones who are much more devious, right? Yeah, so that's another thing, right? That's another issue. Okay, just no silk touch, please. Okay, I'll take it. Efficiency 3 is even better than the Deep Slate Destroyer. There's no unbreaking. Wonder if I can change that. I'm gonna need an anvil. Okay, I'm gonna enchant a book with efficiency, with unbreaking, sorry. With unbreaking, see if that works out. None of them. Forget. We can't always have what we want. But yeah, so this other kid, the quiet one, yeah, they are the other kind of they are the other kind of trouble student, right? Where they basically stab themselves in the foot. Okay, well, we have to mine for cobble deep slate now. That's great. I'm not going to pick that up. Yeah, so they'll always keep quiet. They don't tell you anything, right? They're just hoping to get out of it without learning anything either. So they are the kinds who are, they are a different kind of struggle in that they sort of become dead weight, where you have to keep pulling them along, hoping that they'll learn one or two things. They are the most unwilling ones, right? And the quiet type who are unwilling, yeah, they are really tough to deal with, right? They won't tell you what's wrong. They'll even do things behind your back like cheat when they don't feel like doing work. I've caught him repeatedly over and over again. Just that I don't mention it. I was just hoping that he'll learn even though he's cheating. But when it keeps happening, yeah, eventually I have to tell him off, right? Like, I'm seriously not stupid, right? Like, if I see that your answers are consistently always the same as the answer sheet's answers, right? Then, yeah, of course, right? And yeah, he didn't say anything, of course, right? Which very frustrating. What is even going on? Okay, so yeah, I'm going down. How do I go down again? I think it should be here. We'll mark this out. That's definitely not the way. I think this is it. This thing even has fortune too. Okay, so right, so I'm going to branch out, I guess, like this. Okay, so yeah, there's the loud type and there's the quiet type of students that you have to watch out for. If they are the kind who are disruptive or counterintuitive to your lessons. So there you go. Then of course there's the rest who have no behavioral problems, who are perfectly willing to learn. So then, yeah, those are the good ones. Those are a pleasure to teach. Yesterday's new student was one of those. Right, she's a girl, 13 turning 14, right, who failed her science, but I guess it's not out of it's not out of rebellion or anything. She's just having trouble because she did not cause any problems in class. So I can only think of good things happening from there. Hopefully, I can help her out, make her a star student, right? I keep joking to her, I'm gonna turn you into a star student. I'm gonna get you to get an A star from there. But yeah. So there you go, my career in a nutshell. And now, from next year onwards, I'm going to be partially retired, which means that I'm not under any sort of pressure to try to perform, at 101%, which is actually a good thing, because previously when I was trying to establish myself, I was constantly under pressure to prove myself, to try to yield results always, and that has a negative effect actually, right? The stress, the pressure actually is counterintuitive. Right, because I'll always be finding ways to try to make the student perform. Ways that are unnecessarily, how do I put this? Emotionally healthy. Right, when I'm under pressure, when I'm stressed, my students probably will be too, because I'm constantly trying to push and push and push. Right, to try to get results, right? For me, it's not out of I personally, like, it's not just about proving myself either, because I mean, I want to do well as a tutor. I want to be able to help the students I'm supposed to teach, because I've heard of many tutors who are just there for the money. They'll just sit there. They'll just mark. They'll just mark papers. They'll just mark homework and then get the students to do more, and then that's about it. They don't really teach. They just mark and provide answers. They don't teach. That's a huge difference. When the student gets something wrong, I'll tell them why. I'll tell them about the basic fundamentals, the concepts that they've forgotten or that they've gotten wrong. That's teaching, right? Teaching is not just marking and then giving more homeworks and then marking and then giving answers and that's it, right? Yeah, so from now on, things are going to be more chill with me. Oh, look at that. It's already a quarter gone, this pickaxe. As usual, getting a ton of redstones that I don't really want. But then again, this time around, I'm going to try to implement redstone contraptions in my home. Like maybe the lights, for example. Okay, I'm getting lots and lots of cobbled deep slate. Perfect. So let's talk about something else. I wonder what can we talk about. Like, what else would I want to do with my life? I'm thinking I could give one of those, I could volunteer. You know, I've said last time earlier that it's not the best way for me to contribute back to society. Diamonds, oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Right, hold on, let me just collect all this first. Oh god. Oh. Got 10 out of that. Oh god, that's so awesome. Okay, anyway, so voluntary work. I mean, the obvious choice would be to voluntarily teach. That's one thing. Whether it is locally or in other countries. Right? That's one way, but I don't know, I've been teaching so much that I want to try something else. It's the same reason why other people, they switch careers. Right? I don't mind a switch. You know, if I were to volunteer, I don't know, what can I do? Hey, maybe I can volunteer in a running event, but that's not helping people who are in need. You know, especially when it comes to running events. Some of them are for profit, so I'll be helping people to earn money, right? Without them properly compensating their volunteers for it. I don't know, it depends on running event. If it's a charity event, then yes, I think I can help out with that. Oh yeah, I think this is good too. Wow, I'm really going places, guys. Just look at how much of them there are. I'm full already. I'm already full. Okay, so I'll just dig a little more, then I'll be done with it. Especially the tough. Still haven't figured out what to do with tough yet. Can I carry many more? Okay, I can carry more redstone. Yeah, so voluntary work, I'm not sure if I'll be much good in a disaster. Like, I could volunteer to help out when there's a disaster, and I could do relief work. Okay, I've just filled out my inventory. Let's go back. I mean, I'm fit, so maybe that's an option, right? But if I were to volunteer, I really have to be retired, right? Otherwise, you clash with my work and everything. Okay, here we are. Let's get back up. So I honestly don't know right now. But yeah, those are some options. Enderman. Okay, hold on. Ah, my hand itched. Had to scratch it. Okay, wait, what? Okay, I think it's here. Oh no. This is not the right one. I think this is it. Okay, let's go. So, voluntary work. What else can I do? I really need to do research on this. Right? I mean, yeah, so volunteer work, I think I'll probably be doing it, yeah, when I'm retired. But I don't know, but it'll be more efficient if I just use my wealth to benefit other people. I mean that could be it really, because that's volunteer work too, because I'm going to have to kind of like put in a lot of work to make it happen. You have to contact whatever organizations or whatever entities who help arrange these kind of things. Organizations, like if I'm trying to help old people, I'm going to have to look for organizations that help them, or that house them or whatever, that takes care of them. And then I'm going to have to kind of like hash things out, as in to try to work things out on how it's going to be done. The flint should be going here. I got 39 now, look at that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to work things out with them, work out how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna be arranged. Like, we have to work out standard operating procedures and everything. Yeah, those are called SOPs. Where's my wood? I need more sticks, and I don't have my bamboo with me, which is a huge inconvenience. Okay. Okay, now I can get started building, but how long have I been recording? 1 hour 45 minutes. Okay, that's not long. Okay, so I'm thinking that I can kind of like, so the first room can be here. But first, we need to start cutting all this up. First, deep slate bricks, you need those. And for the tiles, I'm thinking deep slate tile slabs. Yeah, it's more efficient that way. The floor, how about the floor? Okay, I'm still gonna need deep slate tile blocks. The rest of this can just be bricks. Okay, so this can be the initial foundations of my home. But first, it's a bit hard to envision the first steps. And it's currently snowing right now, which is really unfortunate. It's blocking everything. Okay, so we have to mark things out. We have to leave some space here, or should I? Nah, I don't think I should be leaving any space because I'm like running out of space. So I'm thinking I should be building in. So starting from here. Ah, the snow. How annoying. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make a 5 by 5 space first. That's pretty standard with me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Should I make it bigger? That's the thing. Definitely, because first of all, the walls are going to go up in the corners, so it should be 7 by 7. Okay. This is going to be the foundation for my home. So make it 7 by 7. Therefore, the room itself is 5 by 5. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Something like this. Okay, then what do I do with this area? I'm thinking maybe this area can be a watchtower or something, I don't know. But this is going to be the lobby. The base will extend further down here. So it's going to be a kind of complex of sorts. I've decided that it's not going to be a military complex, right? To be honest, I'm done with military things. I've lived through it. I don't want it. So I'm thinking maybe shoot. Okay, I want double doors here. So I can make it asymmetrical like this. But yeah, this can be a single door. Okay, I can have an opening here as well. Okay, so this is the foundation for my home, right? The main door, the main entrance, and doors to other areas of the base. Hmm. And then, how would the rest of my base look like? I'm thinking of having connecting corridors, but they'll take up too much room. So I'm thinking I should just have rooms that lead to other rooms, rather than having connecting doors, connecting corridors. Yeah, that'll have to do for now. Okay, I'm thinking for the path, I'm thinking I can use a different material. I'm thinking diorite. So I'm going to mine that too. Good thing that diorite does not require I mean, when I use diorite, if I mine it, it's just gonna be diorite. It doesn't become cobbled diorite, and I don't have to use cobbled diorite. So that's the good thing. So I think I can just throw this in here. Oh, not that. I can just throw this in here and use my deep slate destroyer to mine for diorite. Let's see. For diorite, I think I'm just going to go to the base of my mountain and look there. Like even here, is there diorite here? I'm just going to light up the way first. Yeah, that's not it. Nope. Not here either. Oh, that I've never explored this area. Have I? Oh, I was here before. Just didn't light up everything. But no diorite here. Maybe they appear at a certain level. I could use the stone to make stone bricks, because my entire wall is not going to just be deep slate. It's going to be stone bricks as well, the upper half. Okay, I think I'll go lower. All of this is just stone. Okay, so I got to go lower. I might have spotted some direct at the base of the mountain. Yeah, there we go. Guess I'll just mine this out. You know, I really wish that they'll provide marbles. Or is marble direct? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because direct looks really like marble of a certain sort, of the white sort. So yeah, I'm creating my own man-made cave right now. So voluntary work. Yeah, I guess, using my wealth to buy things for other people and distribute them is itself voluntary work. So maybe that's it then. While I'm working, while I have to work for a living, I can't really volunteer as much. I don't have the energy for it. I guess other people are different. They have tons of energy. They can do it, I can't. But when I've attained wealth, I guess I can use my wealth. At the same time, I guess it's going to take some hard work to get everything out, to make everything a reality. Because the logistics of it, I used to deal with logistics as a soldier. The logistics of it is the tough part, I think. So that's gonna require some work, just to settle on how I should distribute everything. I'm probably not going to be the one who does all the distribution, who does all the manual labor stuff to distribute everything. I imagine though that it's going to be distributed from a central point, and I'm probably going to be there to help distribute them, right? To oversee, at the very least, to oversee everything, right? So that's going to take some work too. And you never know, such a thing might expand, right? It might become something that is so successful that we might expand the scope of it and everything. You never know, right? Like maybe when people hear about how I'm distributing exoskeletons to everyone, to old folks or whatever, or to people who had injuries or whatever, people might want more, and I'll have to kind of like expand the scope of it, and I'll have to get other people to join me, right, in providing more funding for it. Yeah, so it might turn out to become a gargantuan task, right? A gigantic task for me. You know, because it might become its own thing, you know, it might grow on its own, it might become this giant creature that needs to be constantly fed. You know, it could just keep growing in scope to the point where you never know. It might become some kind of an organization, you know, the Singapore mobility, the Singapore cybernetics or whatever, the Singapore Mobility Association or whatever, I don't know, right? You never know. Oh wow, I'm really stripping this area of diorite completely. Right, like I can imagine providing exoskeletons, first of all, to those who need it the most, like accident victims, the elderly who had trouble walking, restore their mobility, right, completely, hopefully, right. By the time I'm getting around to it, I think exoskeletons will be much more advanced. Okay, I think that's all of them. Wow. Created my own cave just to mine diorite. That should be more than enough. Yeah. But then again, I can imagine the scope of my charity work increasing. Pretty soon, I think I might provide exoskeletons for, I don't know, maybe even athletes who are underprivileged. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe even to underprivileged workers. Maybe even to workers who earn a low wage, who works a manual job. You never know, right? Right, who have to commute the way I do, right? Like I have to walk like over 10,000 steps on a regular day. If it's a rough day, it'll be almost 20,000 steps, right? Okay, diorite. Probably gonna use polished diorite slabs and stairs. I don't even need that much. Okay, how do I do this? Like clearly, yeah, by building this on the edge, yeah, my porch here is kind of on the edge as well. So I'm thinking maybe I can fence off this area. Yeah, probably be fencing off this area. And then I'll have to go down from the side. So I can fence this off like this. Hell, I think the scope of my exoskeleton charity plan could even extend to children. I mean, since I used to be a tutor, I like children. Ultimately, I like children no matter how naughty they are, no matter how poorly behaved they are. Ultimately, it's not their fault because they are children, right? It could even extend to children. You never know, right? I think I'll get rid of this. Huh, interesting. I did not exactly build directly on the edge here. That's fine. Wouldn't be a good idea anyway to do that. Yeah, this works. Yeah, so I'm thinking could even extend to children, and it could have an educational kind of value to it. Like I donate exoskeletons to be I don't even know if they fit children. My God, they probably don't. Yeah, so unless something comes out, unless something was designed for them, I guess they could be provided to children. I mean, maybe I'm thinking maybe of a certain age, like maybe when they're in secondary school, when they're all grown up, right? Then they can use exoskeletons because they only fit people of a certain size, so children won't be able to wear exoskeletons as they are now. So they can be provided to either children with limited mobility or budding athletes, I'm thinking. Right? Helps them to learn how to use exoskeletons. You never know, because they could be a common thing of the future. You use them responsibly. Even right now, I can imagine how they can be abused, right? You could just set them to maximum setting and then call it a day, but then that will actually make things worse for you. So you should be setting it to limited minimum settings so that they are helping you rather than taking over your legs for you, right? Okay. So how do I do the stairs? They should be heading down like this, then down to here, down to here. So I'm thinking one way is that this can lead to another part of the mountain, and they'll I don't know, this can't be stairs all the way. It's probably ladders or water elevators. Probably lead down here. Maybe this can lead here, and the other side over here can lead down here. I think that's the best move for now. So I think I'm going to work with that. But yeah, that's my idea for now for children. Okay, for this, I'm thinking I'll need a shear drop for a proper water elevator. Like, this is not going to fly, but first, do it properly. So I'm thinking I can mine all this out and then put water here and here, or ladder. But I think water is safer. The problem with water elevator though is it takes longer for it to go up. So I think actually ladder is the best way to do it. Okay, so I mine all of this out then. Okay, yeah, it's getting wider here, so I'm gonna have to mine more and more. Okay, so it's more like a prism kind of structure rather than the sheer drop that I thought it was. Okay, I'm just gonna dig all this out first. Oops, ah crap. Ah, damn it, I've done it now. How am I supposed to get back up? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna destroy all of this anyway, so whatever. I was just thinking, should I have a two-stage kind of setup? Like maybe my water elevator can go up until here, and then from here I'll have a second one that goes down here. I'm thinking that's the best move. But first I'm gonna just round this off. Actually I don't have to. Right, so alright, I can sort of see it. So I think those are my stairs, right? Then the water will go down here. There'll be 2. So they'll go down like this. I'm gonna give it a try first. Just gotta get down from here. Oh wait, should I use water elevators or ladders? Ladders, of course. So 2-stage ladder system. How about that? Okay. Which means I'm gonna need to chop down some trees. The problem with this area is that trees aren't as abundant as in other areas. I'm gonna have to go there to chop them down. This whole area has no trees whatsoever. And the variety is limiting. So I'm gonna have to plant my own okay, like pale oak and such if I need them. Okay, very quickly now, I think I'm gonna need a 3rd box here. And I'm running low on wood. Okay, hold on a sec. I'll make some space. Stupid snow. Should have just gotten rid of them. There. Dirt, stone, and the side. Nope. Okay, alright, I need a 3rd chest. Organizing them is gonna be a pain. Anyway, going on with my voluntary stuff, right? I'm thinking, I've thought about who I should include in my program if I were to, I mean, assuming that, and because I can't assume that I'm going to be that successful, assuming that I become successful and I run all these things, right? I've thought about who I should include, but who should I exclude? Personally, in Singapore, oh crap, oops, what have I done? Personally, in Singapore, I noticed that there's a huge gap between the rich and the poor. So I'll personally exclude the rich. They can buy their own exoskeleton, right? So my program will only cover people who are in need, right? Up to people who maybe up to middle class, right? People who will have trouble affording exoskeleton. So I'm talking about maybe lower middle class. Okay, I'm gonna grab my axe. So I'm gonna need to chop down a lot of trees. Yeah, you know, I've not all of them are bad, rich people. I've worked with some of them before. They can be good people. They raise their children right. They aren't slow in paying me. Like I've met people who are like middle class and they are really disrespectful when it comes to payment, right? They'll wait 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks before they pay me, right? Did not occur to them that some people might need the money. I personally can survive waiting a few weeks, but not all people are like that, right? So yeah, you know, rich does not mean bad, but it's about who needs the exoskeletons. And even if I'm a multimillionaire, I can't be buying so many of them, right? At the max, a few hundred, right? A few hundred units. So Singapore has millions of people, right? Oh crap, I've chopped down the wrong tree. I usually make it a point to just chop down the smaller trees. They are easier to chop down. Okay, I think that's all the wood. Thankfully, it's not that difficult here. there are like larger oak trees that are like harder to chop down. Okay, anyway, yeah. So probably won't be providing them to rich people. Right? Unfortunately, that's going to include rich people who happens to be disabled in some way. If they have the money, they can order it themselves. Right? It's for people who absolutely can't help themselves. So I'm certainly not going to do any favors for anyone. Right? Probably won't provide it to, for example, politicians. Right? Because they don't benefit. I mean, they can benefit from it. It's just that one exoskeleton to them is one less exoskeleton to people who really need it. I can't even provide it, you know, as a way to, you know, gain funding for them. Right? Because I mean, if they have the money to fund such a charity work, then they have the money to buy it themselves, right? I think that will be the founding principles of my charity. From now on, I'm just going to keep the apples in case I need to make more golden apples. Oh, what? Oh yeah, this has silk touch. Right. Not sure how useful that is. Need more birch. If it matters. I'm just going to build ladders for now, but in the future I might do something else. Okay, I'm just going to stay around for a while to collect the saplings and sticks and apples or whatever, because I need to rebuild my supply of saplings. Ooh, more apples. But yeah, I can't think of anyone else to exclude. Right? Because normally when you think of charity, you don't think about excluding people. But I guess the only ones I'll be excluding are people who can already afford the exoskeletons. Plain and simple as that. And I don't think anyone will object to that. So then, just for fun, how would the procedure of getting an exoskeleton be like? I'm probably thinking, you know, you probably need proof of income. So that will come from printouts of your tax filing, proving that you don't have much of an income in the first place. Right? I can actually place that back. Wow, okay. Yeah. Anyway, by the time I'm able to do this, I'll be one of the rich people. So, generally speaking, I think rich people don't screw with rich people. So I think they'll listen to me. Or since I'm the one providing the initial funding, people will probably listen to me if I were to do this. If I were to provide the funding for them for like maybe hundreds of exoskeletons. It's like one exoskeleton is like maybe 2,000 at the max, right? So 100 of them would be 200,000. 2,000 times 100, yeah. So 200,000. Oh my god, I actually took off a leaf. Okay, hope it decays on its own. Could use the sticks though. Any more apples? Nope, no more. Guess it's time to head back up. 25 oak saplings and 10 birch saplings. Oh my god. You know, I'm thinking I could have stairs down here, and then I'm thinking I could build a fort here to protect the stairs. You know, just for fun. I know there are no players or whatever here, but you know, I think it'll look nice. Ultimately, I'm supposed to be a survivor in these strange lands. How long have I been playing now? 2 hours 28 minutes. I think I gotta stop soon because I'm getting hungry and I need to use the toilet. Okay, stairs. You need plenty of sticks. Okay, stairs. Okay, that's definitely more than enough. Just gonna do it from the bottom, actually. Oh shoot, I really mined it all. Why did I even do that? Why did I even make the water trough when I'm gonna use ladders? Oh man, sometimes I'm a mystery even to myself sometimes. Okay, I think this drop won't kill me, right? I'm gonna go down here first. Then here. Okay, great. Just gonna clear this out. Just gonna work with one ladder first. See if I hit the right spot. Oh crap, gravel. I'm not working with this. Okay, I'll replace it later. For now, I gotta get back up. Okay, I'm at the right spot. Okay, let's continue. Gonna use stone. Okay, I'm just gonna clear these out. And then redo these guys. Okay, I really hate working with heights. Okay, let's start from below again. The descent might be slower, but the ascent will be faster, I think. You know, I wonder if they will make other kinds of ladders, you know. Ladders, right, that conform to the type of wood that you are using. Then you need sticks that conform to the kind of wood that you make them from. You know, why not scaffolding, actually? Why not scaffolding? Why ladders? Why not scaffolding? Well, actually for one thing I have no more bamboo left. I'm gonna have to search far and wide for a bamboo forest somewhere. Okay, so now I'm thinking. Okay, so from here I go down, and then I have another set of ladders going down here. I think that will do. Right, I think that works. Okay. Turns out the number of ladders is not enough since I'm building double ladders. Looks like I'm gonna need more. Let's see if this is enough. I think that should be. Meantime, I need wood for myself, sticks for myself. There. Okay, I think that's enough wood for now. My god, 44 flints. If I can get more feathers through a chicken farm or something, I probably have unlimited arrows. Deep Slate Destroyer. No, all of these are gravel. Didn't realize that. Once again, I'm encountering a problem of having to kind of like destroy more as I go deeper. Should I go all the way down? I think I should. I want to. Actually, I'm thinking I should build a fort here as well. Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean, this base is going to be my first real one, right? built for more or less permanent habitation. Although I'm thinking I should have a platform here, right? And then stairs down. I think it'll look really nice. But I got to cut off a certain area. Maybe this area can be a defensive area. You know, if there are soldiers, they can stand guard here as well. So I'm thinking maybe I cut off at a certain point, maybe here. Then this can be its own platform. Okay, I'm hungry in real life right now. I'll just finish this off, then we'll call it a day. Anyway, yeah. So that's the gist of it for my charity thing. If I were to ever become successful enough to execute it. It's still pretty insane when I talk about it like that, you know, because I've never envisioned myself doing any of these kind of things before I started investing, before I've gotten some measure of success from my investments. And I'm talking about it like this now so casually. But then again, that's how life is, isn't it? Like, some things just creep out on you, things change. Changes just seem to creep out on you. Like how my partial retirement next year, right? I would never have imagined that I could retire, even if partially, so early. Right, so early on. Right? Going from having to work just to survive, right, to not having to like subsidize my own existence just because I exist, you know. Right, that's really, it's really insane when I talk about it that way. I've never imagined that I'll be able to do something like that. And now it's happening. When I first planned this kind of thing, it was a few years ago. You know, it was still entirely theoretical to me. And now it's not. Okay, perfect. Now I have a way down here. I just got to work on this to go down that way. Okay, I think I'm done for the day. Let me just check the time. Okay, 2 hours 41 minutes. Okay, I think that's long enough. I'm getting really hungry. Okay, well, I guess that's all for today. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Do subscribe. Bye.